All right, so I just took myself a shower. It was a nice one, if I do say so myself. I had an Axe body wash. It's called Sports Blast. It's blue. That was pretty lit. Apparently, there's gonna be some things happening if you quit video games. So that means you have to play video games. That means you cannot stop playing video games whatsoever. It means I can't stop playing video games. Nobody can stop playing video games. And you know why? Well, I guess we're gonna have to find out in this video. You know what I'm saying?
The age-old battle of are video games bad for you? Some kids say no, some parents say yes, and vice versa. But people are always talking about it. Are video games bad for you? Are video games good for you? Are you going to be influenced in a
Yo, I like it how they have PS4, Wii, and Xbox, but they don't have Nintendo. Oh, no, that's right. That's right. Nintendo is Wii U. I'm such a retard.
Welcome to another Top 10, and today we are going to go over 10 things that could actually happen to you physically and mentally if you quit video games.
Bro, pay attention. Pay attention. This can affect you physically and mentally. You heard it from the master himself. Physically and freaking mentally. That means if you stop playing video games, you're going to be mentally...
At number 10, your hand-eye coordination would greatly decrease. This one's a no-brainer, at least it should be. While the effects of video games have been debated for years and years, one of the things that most all studies can agree upon, and it's one of the very few things that they all agree upon, is that gamers have much better hand-eye coordination than non-gamers.
That's actually lit. We have better hand-to-eye coordination. Bro, that is super lit, bro. That is something.
You would likely lose this extra strength coordination, and it would be dumbed down, and you wouldn't be as quick with your hand-eye coordination in whatever you were doing, in whatever walk of life.
So how is it if I'm that good? If gamers are good at hand-to-eye coordination, how is it up to now I haven't been able to catch a football?
At number 9, you would have more trouble figuring out instructions. That's right. You wouldn't be able to handle instructions as well. This one is very basic, but it's also extremely true. When you pick up a new game, you have to learn the controls and the mechanics of this new world that you're involved in to be able to acclimate and be a part of the world. That's for every gamer. You have to relearn a new game every time. Gamers are notoriously better than non-gamers at following instructions and figuring out how things work.
Apparently gamers are better at following instructions. That's debatable. It's kind of debatable, yo.
Video games do not allow you to make your own controls or mechanics, well, at least most of them don't. And when you get a new game, you have to learn to play it by its rules. And this makes gamers great at mastering instructions.
Why did GTA 5 freaking is trash now?
Now, this one is going to be contrary to popular belief, okay? At number 8, you would lose a desire for physical activity. And you're like, what? What? The stigma is most gamers don't do any physical activity. They live in their mom's basement and they game. Okay, hear me out.
Bro, that's a nice figure though. That's a really nice figure.
Many video games actually encourage outdoor activity and non-gaming activities. Millions of sports games encourage players to get into sports. The Tony Hawk games encourage thousands of gamers to go try skateboarding. And the Guitar Hero games famously increase sales of real guitars dramatically.
So that means the shooting games help people go out to shoot people, right? I'm assuming that's the case. Hey, yo, I ain't being a dickhead. I'm just saying what he's saying, bro. I'm just following the trend, you know what I mean?
While it's a common stereotype that video games are for fat people who don't go outside,
that is wrong. Games are for skinny people. They're not for fat people. You've been lied to your whole life. It's only for skinny people. All right? You see fat people playing video games? Hell no. You see other people playing video games? Hell no. Only skinny people.
The world is hard, okay? And it's not just hard for adults. It's hard for kids. It's hard every day. The world can chew you up and spit you out.
That's why you become an alien. Because then you don't have to deal with this bullshit.
You consider yourself a good sport. What I mean by that is if you're playing a basketball game and you win, are you going to go give the other team a high five and tell them good game?
Hell fucking no. I'll say you fucking lost. I just beat you at your own game. Bam!
Or if you lose, are you going to be the one to pout, mope, and walk off and not say anything? There's a lot that goes into being a good sport. Well, if you were to quit playing video games, your sportsmanship would probably get worse.
I find that very debatable.
It's a little tougher to believe since many games are notorious for having unsportsmanlike players and are filled with sore losers.
That is 100% true, okay? Excuse my English.
These sore losers are really in the minority. If you consider all of the online games in the world, most players are actually good sports. I've seen this firsthand at every event I've ever been with, for the most part. Now, once again, there's a minority that aren't, but for the most part, the majority, everybody is always good game GG and very, very sportsmanlike. Because gamers are constantly in competitive environments online, they have a much better sense of what actual sportsmanship is. The thing about video games makes that much, much easier. As when you meet a new person in an online game, you have a sense of camaraderie right out of the gate. Since you know that you are both already have something in common you can talk about.
Bro, those are the blackest niggas I've ever seen. Oh man, yo, those are, bro, they're blacker than me, bro. Jeez.
Which is video games. So if you were to quit playing video,
It's like, yo, you know what this reminds me, bro? You know what this freaking reminds me, bro? It's an Oreo cookie just upside, like, inside out, bro. Instead of having the white in the middle and the chocolate on the side, it's a chocolate in the middle and the white on the
in your social skills. I know that sounds completely backwards, but yeah. We go back to coping in real life. And one of the big things you have to figure out as a kid, as a teenager, as an adult, is how to manage stress. Well, if you were to quit playing video games at number 2, you would probably be more stressed. One of the main things that studies have definitely proven is that gamers are often less stressed than non-gamers. Video games are a great stress reliever, as it seems there is a game for every single occasion. No matter what problem you're experiencing or what is causing you to be stressed out, video games are there, and they can always help you feel better, at least a little bit. Not on a huge level, but video games have molded and changed people's lives for a positive, and this is one of those. So yeah, and there you have it.
I knew it.
My friends, hope you enjoyed this one. This one was a little different. 10 things that could happen if...
I enjoyed it, bro. I enjoyed this very ceremonial, very instructional, very dialectical, very enthusiastical and instructional video on why you should not quit gaming whatsoever. All right, man? All right? I hope you guys enjoyed that because I did. If you didn't enjoy it, then I don't know what you're going to enjoy. But I enjoyed that. Especially that opposite Oreo. That was a very good picture, bro. I like that. And now basically, I'm going to start gaming from here on out. Playing games every day, 24/7, non-stop. I don't need anything else. I don't even need to eat or sleep. Speaking of that, I got to eat some macaroni. You know I know how to cook, right? So I'm going to start cooking. I make some cooking videos. Sometime. See ya.